Championship weekend is upon us, and we got two absolute bangers of games. We got LA versus San Fran and KC versus Cincinnati. Now, I personally think I have my own score predictions, and you guys will have your own predictions. Honestly, both of these games are a toss-up. I don't know. I just have my own picks. I don't know who's going to win, honestly. It's going to go one way or the other. But for my predictions, I have LA beating San Fran 27-17. I definitely feel like Cooper Kupp is going to be able to torch San Fran's mediocre secondary. You know, you saw what he did versus the Bucs secondary, and you know they got some good pieces. So we'll see what he does. And then I have KC beating Cincinnati 33-29. Now this game, it was hard for me to think, and I know Cincinnati beat them earlier this year, but quite honestly, when you go to a playoff game in Kansas City, when you go to Kansas City in general, but when you go to a playoff game in Kansas City, that's a hard game to win. That's like going into Seattle back in 2013. It's loud. They got a good fan base. They have a good team. Their only downfall is their defense. Now, I know it was Josh Allen, but they did allow 36 points to the Bills. And it's either going to go one way or the other. It's going to come down to who has the ball last drive. And it's going to come down to who has the ball at the very last second at that point. You saw what Patrick Mahomes did with his 13-second drive, the two quick passes to Travis Kelce. That was absolutely unreal. But in this game, I do have Kansas City winning 33-29. And like I said, that could also be, 33-29 Cincinnati. Joe Burrow is the real deal. He's here, and he's here with a vengeance. He has been doubted all of his life. Can't throw far enough. You're not good. I just read an article that Nebraska told Joe Burrow that he wasn't good enough and he couldn't be on the team. Nebraska. Let's take a look and see where Nebraska's at now. Fucking terrible. So, as far as I'm concerned, that game is going to be fun to watch. I am so ready to watch that game. San Fran could come out. Notable matchups I have is Joe Burrow versus Mahomes. That first game earlier this year, towards the end of the season, the regular season, was absolutely so fun to watch. That comeback was unreal, and it was Jamar Chase just absolutely went insane. He was in a whole nother world, it's absolutely tearing it up, like making the fucking Chiefs look like a whole bunch of bitches. Honestly, there's no doubt Jamar Chase is the real deal. They have probably the best wide receiver trio in the league with T. Higgins and as well as Tyler Boyd, who was their wide receiver one until Jamar Chase obviously came around. And then we got the Niners defense versus Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp is he's just the slot god. He is the slot god. There is no denying that whatsoever. He is absolutely insane. He is the real deal as well. Went to Eastern Washington University, which is like 5 hours away from me. That school doesn't really crank out crazy athletes. He honestly, if he went to a bigger school and put up what he did at Central Washington, it was Eastern Washington. He definitely would have been selected a lot higher than he already was. But yeah, so that's going to be an interesting matchup. And this is one that I've been kind of keeping my eye on. We got Deebo Samuel, the quarterback, the running back, the tight end, the O-line, the lifeblood of this San Francisco offense versus Jalen Ramsey. Jalen Ramsey in general when he's lined up at receiver, but the tough LA defense in itself. And quite honestly, I do not see San Francisco beating the LA Rams 3 times in 1 year. San Francisco lost to the Seattle Seahawks twice. Seattle swept them. They almost lost to the Lions week 1. That was just what? And the Rams defense has just been on a whole nother level recently. Darren Donald, I don't even have to name them. You guys already know these players on this team are absolutely unreal. So that's going to be a pretty awesome matchup to watch. So yeah, we're gonna see what's happening. But I got KC and LA going to the Super Bowl. But no matter what the matchup will be, it's gonna be absolutely electric. This weekend is gonna be full of some amazing football. But yeah, I appreciate you guys tuning in. We'll have some more content coming soon, and you guys have a great rest of your day.